Hello and welcome back for another episode of Evospace. Last episode we got some steel made. Oh, loading the wrong one. Not much else was done here. Some steel was made and we completed the research to get the access to the water washing. But if I want, I can continue research more stuff to help me build stuff or not. Still having a long way to do anything. But one thing is for sure. We are now have entered the stage where things gonna get a little complicated. Because there is always a constant battle between efficiency or not. In my previous play, I always prioritize convenience over effectiveness, going all the way to generate electricity. Like here. But there is a big problem when you do so, because we have losses into every place. Like the steam generator, we're gonna have a loss of a connect to electricity. But to make the connecting, we're gonna require steam engines or combustion engines or steam turbines that require steam and also have a loss. To make steam, we're gonna require the boilers that convert our water into steam, using water and heat, and we have a loss. We have a triple loss there, and even so, it's not the end, because even if I make it all the way there, the engines also has loss. So we're talking about the 40% loss of power of energy into all this loopy or straight line or system. I don't know how I want to call it. Just because it is convenient. Electricity is extremely convenient. I can turn into heat, can turn into kinetic energy. Some machines require it directly. So it is a lot more easier that way. Well, I would have guessed it. I have run out of iron to make steel. Let's visit the iron quarry and get more. Not bad for something that is doing manually. Later when I upgrade it to steel furnace, I'm gonna generate more. But I am into that stage where start to actually working towards making everything more automated and kind of definitive. But he also has a big problem, that is the under or over. You're going to either overkill your setups or under performance them. Let's say we want to work with the copper I have here. To break it into gravel takes 11 seconds. And then if I want to water wash it, it takes 6.5 seconds. So it's faster than my hammers. And then going to that is to grind it. It is 10 seconds. So this is slower than my water washing. And the next step after it would be to centrifuge it. That is another 10 seconds. And because we have a chance to gain an extra one, I'll need 2. But if I place 2, there'll be times that is not going to be working. But if I leave 1, it's gonna start to build up and gonna get clocked at some point. So this is the big problem. You are always underperforming or overperforming. Producing too much that you can handle it, or too little that your system gets some time off. In my opinion, I prefer to be the second time that the system actually has some breathing times from time to time, not always completely full. But I am out of the curve. Most people want it to work in non-stop, producing all the materials at once and heavy, and you can make the most advanced circuit every second, not every minute. Well, people play as they wish. Now that I have the water washing, I could start to put this into my copper and iron to start getting this chromium and the other ones. Later on, advance to aluminum, because I actually require aluminum to be able to progress into the next tier. One of the things is to make the industrial separator, as I showed before. What the heck? Aluminum hail station. Is it already in the game? I don't know. So I have to actually rework all these amalgamations and do stuff. And also kind of automate the powering of stuff, because having to grab it here, cook every time, you probably have it triggered many people a lot of times. Why don't I just make conveyors everywhere? Well, because you not have the resource. Now I have it. But since the copper conveyor is not that fast, we better to actually make it of steel or better. I have to actually go here and start to upgrade my setup here to be able to do so. I'm going to start to research everything here that don't require circuits. And at this point, I can actually make my... Oh, I can't. I need some of this. Make my steam pack. So don't need to actually go around this place here. I can just keeping use it to go up. Then goes the big question, what to do first, because so far I don't have that much stuff going on. I will need to do actually copper and iron, but the question is how, because I can make it look good, but not work great, or I can make it work great, but it will not look good. Both options are valid. Which one I want to do is the big question. I had a kind of design that I try into the test world. I could do it in here to show you all. So let's try to get it to try to show. Oh, the design that will come with that is kind of okay to look and quite effective. Supposed to have 2 copper hammers into this position here, so I can place a flywheel between them and power both at the same time. Then I have the arms taking the material from the hammers, and also inserting them into the copper hammers itself. And then here going to have the still water washer. This way they can keep it fat. And then into the other side you're gonna have 2 arms inserting into 2 macerators. Like so. Also powered by a steel flywheel. Like so. And in this case here, it would be to insert it into the separators, industrial separators, to have a chance to get another byproduct. But I don't have it yet. So what I can do with this is to either cook it or try to refine using the separator. And refine don't do much for it actually. Still the same amount of power to convert to the impure one or the pure one. The only change is with the iron itself, that iron, impure iron, I can just separate it into iron dust, and then gonna be cheaper to make steel 10 by 10. But the cooking it was less power and not that much of a big difference. 5 extra coke is not that much for this early of game. So in this case, I would have cooks like this. And then finally it would be inserted into the copper blast furnace. In this case, one I could actually place it side by side and have them work into pairs. One here and another one here. I have to put engines and furnaces into everything else here. Is it gonna require something like this here? So I can work both of it. Will require another one here. I think it's not that simple to power it. To be even more honest, to be completely actually very effective, I would have to actually place the furnaces into the steam engines, so don't have any waste of power from the drain. Or if you don't care about the drain, you can actually just place everything into a long line of heat pipes. To be quite honest, that would not be a bad idea after all, because there is a little gap here. I can have a coke come down here to feed a steel furnace here and power everything else with heat pipes. It's not bad idea after all. Well, if you want, we could actually use the replace block to actually replace stuff here with the replace the floor, but we can't yet. So I have to actually remove the floor. Think of it, I did not put my steam pack. Let's put down here, and now I can just do. Oof. Ta-da! Now let's see, I need at least 2 steel stealing engines. So let's make another one here. Place the heat pipes all across. And just see. Do something like this. Pretty. Pretty, isn't? And I continue doing my research here to unlock everything I can that don't require circuits. Ah, missing this one here. But we have a little problem as well. Because as you might expect from water washing, it requires water and it requires water to work and we have to extract stuff from it. So going to require to have some water pump into this and also remove. Let's make some pumps. And I have run out of copper. I have copper now. Let's make some pumps. And some reservoirs. Now when I place some coke here, everything should be working. How much does I need to actually to make everything work here? I don't know. This is still built up, but soon it should stop. Anyway, in this case, I still need that water. I have one option to use the condensers here, like I have with my coke farm here. But have a big problem because you see the water into the condenser. Yeah. It takes 10 seconds to make it 25, and I require it every 6 seconds. So I make 2 of the copper, or maybe 1 of this steel can actually kind of keep up. As you can see, is 6.7 while this is 6.5. So it will be behind it a little bit. What we do. Since this steel is not going to be all that a problem for much longer, let's make 1 of it. But I need to think about something to do with the water that I'm gonna receive from it. I normally just avoid it because, well, there is not much else stuff to do with it. But now we have this little option here that is to use a chemical reactor to burn some of it and make clay. And it's not that much of power, so you can actually use a compact generator like this here to do it. So let's do it that. Let's do that then. We need more space here. I can place this the side here if I want it. Or can just place it underground if you really wish for it. But for now, let's just leave it right here. With a pump to insert water on it. And require a pipe. And you make some water. Or I could just place this here as well. Yeah, I don't know, we have water down there, but I really want to change things a bit. So let's take that chemical reactor. I had to research it to actually proceed the system. Or not. I don't think I have. I'm still here. Require some circuits. That's why I did not research it yet. I am missing stuff. Let's make a stack of circuits. How much is the limit of stuff here? They're going to need to actually remove the water. But like this, we can actually start working with this. So let's pick a chest here. And that the magic begins. It's oozing faster than I am producing. Well, yeah, they use more power than the normal version. I would actually need two of it to keep it at max speed. But this is so far is okay. We are water washing it. 0.50. That's going to stay for a while. And clog it. I need to actually set the recipe. I forgot. Wow. It's already out of coke. This drains coke like crazy. Well, it is an advanced setup anyway, so I guess it is to be expected. Huh? I was what? I can't build it? But I have all this steel with me. But I am missing this. So now splitting the resources is not a good idea, but later on I'm gonna have surplus here, I believe, so it make no difference. And you are full here. So let's make a splitter and some conveyors. Yeah, I think for now I'm gonna require to actually do copper conveyors. Damn, so much steps. Let's make it on flashlight. Not that flash. Well, for now, let's continue researching while we wait for it to be done. Now to finish, I need to actually set some resource to go into this direction. Wait, really? I can't replace this? Fine. But that's strange as heck. I was going to fill this chest and also spare a little bit for the setup there. So happy. Now still is kind of automated, because still have one last point to deal with it. We're gonna get the hair material, so we need to extract it from the machine. Let's use the filtering army because with normal army would means that sometimes it might take what I don't want. In this case here, our chemical here is already full of it. Oh, let's put the flashlight into the correct place and make more arms. Let's make one here and grab this material here so we can actually set the filter. This. You, my friend. I'm going to remove the clay. And there we go. Now everything should be working. It's not pretty, but it's what I can do at this moment. At least the steel is almost automated. I still need to actually remove it from the blast furnaces. It never ends. I need some stone. Thank you. And how are you holding? burning all those creosote oil. Even though I don't need, I prefer to throw them away. Damn, to go fast. Even though this is still less expensive than going all electrical, I become this mess here. That's why I don't like to do this way. Why so much power? Not much, but it is honest work. So this is on God. Thanks so much for watching.